What's up, guys? Going on? It's your boy here, Ryan, RhyBeats. How's everybody doing? Today we're going to be doing another fulfillment service for the homie DJ Verse. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so welcome back. What we're doing is, like I mentioned earlier, we're doing some prints for DJ Verse. I have been doing his fulfillment services since last month. So what we're gonna do is, he has his new artwork. So we got his new artwork here. It says Universe. And also we're gonna be doing some sorry about that. We're also gonna be doing some masks, but we're waiting for the masks to come in. But as of right now, we're gonna do the shirts. Yeah, so we're still waiting for a couple of garments, but we did get a majority of the regular tees. We're waiting for some Razorback, women's tanks, and some masks. So we're still waiting for that. Hopefully that's gonna come tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get started because we're still trying to fulfill these within 5-7 days. All right, so like I mentioned, we're doing t-shirts as of right now. We're doing some men's and some what do you call this, youth size. So for the shirts, we're going with the EcoSmart Hanes. There's a 50-50 blend, which is a pretty nice shirt. Very lightweight. It's nice. It's not too heavy. Lightweight, and it's 50-50, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna be using, I don't know if I want to use the FN ink because it does have polyester in it. Yeah, you know what? We'll do the FN ink. There's the FN ink, guys. Make sure this one has a low cure properties. Make sure it reaches around it says here 260, so I'd like to keep it on around 275, 280. Make sure we get our dryer at that temp. And yeah, we're gonna get started. Let's get started here. Let's go turn this thing on. Boyam. Bam. So for my temp on the reaching at what is it again? At 260, 270. I have to put my temp, at 500 degrees. Oop, that's down. Let's go let's go and do 550. Let's start with 550. See where that goes. Let's put this at 5. Oops. Let's put this at 530. All right. So let's go ahead and do our test print. Make sure there's no pinholes. None of that stuff is showing before we get started with the actual print. Let's see. All right. Ooh, pretty sticky. Alright, I want to show you guys this thing. I got this at Harbor Freight. It's the toolbox shop towel. I actually been using this for the cleanup and stuff. It's working pretty well. So if you guys are looking for cleanup towels, not too expensive, go check out, Harbor Freight. That artwork is so dope. Man. Clean, very clean. Let's get set up with everything else. Put our palette back in. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, right? Go ahead and reactivate our PMI palette tape here. And we can get going. Ooh. Alright, I did a test print on the shirt. We gotta make sure our temperature is correct here. I think we're good. A little on the high end, but I think we'll be good. I think it's so once it enters the chamber, right to the other end. It's roughly around 25 seconds, which I think it's pretty good. It's reaching around once it enters the first chamber, it's reaching around was it 240, 250, but once it gets to the middle towards the end, it's reaching around 300, 309, which I think is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Let's see. I'm worried about more is like the dye migration, because it is a 50% poly. I think it will be all right. I think so. You can probably turn this thing down just a little bit. So once again, to reactivate the PMI palette tape, all we gotta do is just some water and sponge scrub. This is actually a grout sponge that you can get at Home Depot for tile. I like to use it because it has an abrasive side here. So you spray it. You're just taking all the lint off. And then you need the heat to activate it. Get it all re-tacked again. Alright, cool, let's get the garments and let's get started. Alright, so this is our first pass. Now we're gonna do our second pass. That's it, just a top coat. Look nice and clean. Woo! Alright guys, UPS just stopped by and dropped off the women's tanks, the Razorbacks, but I have to send them back. Last night when I was it last night? Or whatever it was, I was ordering it, I had an issue at their site. So let's say I wanted 5 black tanks and 3 white tanks. So when I did, I screwed up. I put in 5 whites and 3 tanks. You know, it's just the opposite, right? But before checkout, I updated it to be correct. And then right before I was gonna pay, I went back to take a look, make sure I got everything right. It would revert back to whatever it was. And then I updated to say 5 black tanks and 3 whites, whatever the correct number was. So I checked and I did a checkout. So come to find out, when it came in just now, they sent me the right shirts but the opposite quantities that I needed. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm just a little flustered, sorry. So I called them up and they're gonna fix it, so I won't be able to print the tanks today. I have to wait till tomorrow. They're actually just coming from Mission Printables, which is there in San Jose. They're actually a sister, or there used to be a sister company of Golden State Activewear, which was in San Jose. The Golden State Activewear actually closed down and they got bought out by Alpha Broder. That's the other company that I still go to. They're in Fresno, so they're still in California. It takes about well, Alpha Broder, if I order before 5 p.m. they'll ship it out and I'll get the following day. With Mission and printables, to me to get the following day, I have to order before 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or something like that. But anyways, so yeah, that's the dilemma. So that means some of these orders ain't going out. Kinda sucks. Anyways, I got all the black t-shirts printed out. The only thing I do now is print the youth size shirts. That means we're gonna flip the screen around because I have the youth on the bottom. Just flip it around, and then we're good to go. All right, like I said, this is the youth size and the women's size print. I just gotta flip it around. That's just how I do it. I hate wasting screens. Just putting one, like for instance, like this. There's only one print. There's a left chest, but useless. You know, I like to maximize the items that I have. So, yeah, let's get to it. All right, for the youth, since we don't have a lot, thank goodness, we're gonna use our youth palette, aluminum palette here. I'm gonna put some palette tape on it and get it all lined up, and we can start printing the youth. That's how we do it. Just fold it together. Alright, so how we do it is we fold it. Usually fold them together. I fold them in threes. So up to the bottom of the sleeve here. Okay. It's easier for me to bend it, fold it like a taco, I guess. In the bag. There we go. Goes with it. Tear this off. What I like to do is I like to push the top, get all the air out. There you go, done. And you guys can get this from a USPS. Just ask for it and they'll give you one. Here's another process. Make sure you guys check it off and double check. One, check medium sport gray, which is this. And here's another quick tip, guys. Let's put the shirt in here first and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Here's a quick tip, guys, on these poly mailers. So if you're doing an invoice, which I highly suggest you do, is, you put it in there. What I like to do is I like to fold it, put it in there where you put the label, so you have a flat surface to stick the label on. It's nice and clean, it's easy to use, or easy to see, I guess. There you go. Alright guys, that's it. I'm gonna keep packing these things. A long way to go. Still waiting for the other garments, so hopefully they come tomorrow, like I said. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving. Hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification button. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.